All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh.
Watch this. When you spell the word, watch this. When you
Bahashim, Rakakwarash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the like to Akim wa Akwa, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. All right, in this one, I'm going to be letting this whole clip play. He's monologuing for a minute, but he's going to conclude it very well. And it's just a reminder of the man that we're dealing with, y'all. You saw him. He's not to be trusted. He's a chronic liar. He's a chronic manipulator, right? He has no problem being dishonest for his gain. And our people have a bad habit of giving this man the benefit of the doubt. And when you wash over this man's track record, when you take a good look at it, you see that he has a record of debauchery and phoniness. All right, so let me let this play. And it's actually funny, he's going to be dealing with something simple and it's going to build up. So let's see.
watch this. Watch this. When you spell the word potato, it's spelled like that. But when you say potatoes, the E comes out of nowhere. Same thing with the word tomato. It's spelled like that. But when you do it in plural, tomatoes, there's a random E keeps popping up. I don't know. So I did what y'all tell me to do, because y'all yell at me, Premium, why do you keep asking us? Why don't you ask Jeeves? Why don't you ask Google? Why don't you ask AI? Figure it out yourself. That's what I did. I started Googling. I started doing research. They said when a consonant comes right before a vowel, the ES got to go at the end. That's the rules of the language of English. I said, you almost got me. Because that's not the rules for all words. Because you got words like photo. There's no ES for that. It's just photos. Solo, ego, piano, avocado. It's just an S, no ES. Even the word tornado, there's an ES at the end for no reason. Tornado and avocado are borrowed from the same language, but one has an ES and one doesn't. Listen, I know that I'm funny sometimes, all right? And y'all keep laugh all the time with me, even though I'll be trying to tell y'all stuff with my eyes in my eyebrow area, okay? Listen to what I'm saying, okay? If the language that you are learning everything in,
listen to what he's about to say.
The language that you learn, the language that you speak, the language that you understand, right? It's inconsistent with its own rules. And it's teaching you everything else in that same language that's inconsistent with its own rules. What else do you think is inconsistent?
Woo! Where Ric Flair at when you need him? The $1 million question. What else do you think is inconsistent? If the very language that we're using is confusing and misconstruing, all right, what else might not be right?
What else? I'm trying to tell y'all something without them, all I'm saying is what else could be inconsistent? It could be history, it could be math, it could be medicine, it could be anything. If you were around during the 1990s, there was a drug called fentanyl. It was made to, it was like a diet pill to help you lose that weight. There was all no side effects, you good. Then they started finding out people was having heart attacks, people were dying. Now it's 2025 and everybody's on Ozempic. They just think it's no side effects, everything's good. We'll figure out in 20 years. All I'm saying is there's inconsistencies in things. You got to start paying attention. Like history. If I'm teaching you history in English and the history didn't happen in English, what do you think could happen to the information I'm relaying to you? Listen.
Hey, and that should be really relevant to us, y'all. That's why the apostles, what do, y'all? We dive into the blue letter so we can get into that Hebrew and that Greek to get the full contextual understanding of what was going on. Hey, the proverb, the prologue of Sirach, right? Things lose their power when they're translated out of Hebrew. All right, hey, he's a comedian, but he's making some really good ass points, y'all. He's making some really good ass points.
All I'm trying to get to you is stop following the rules. Stop following the rules. Stop following the rules, especially if the rules are inconsistent. Okay, if you keep following the rules, you put yourself in a bad position. Start thinking for yourself. Start doing your own research, figuring out things that work for you. You're just a human, just like the other people that are trying to relay the information to you. Just a bunch of other humans trying to tell another human that they're correct. And then their language is inconsistent. Their history is inconsistent. Their studies are inconsistent. Okay? That's all I'm going to say.
And so we know that he's alluding to who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's why he's speaking, in the way that he is. So let me start with this. Hey, y'all. Hey, a liar is one of the worst things on the earth, boy. A liar can cause some damage, y'all. You don't got to shoot nobody. You can lie and make people shoot their daggone self. Let's go to Sirach 20 and 25. This is one of my favorites. I'm discussing this topic, right? Sirach 20 and 25. A thief is better than a man that is accustomed to lie, but they both shall have destruction to heritage. The disposition of a liar is dishonorable, and his shame is ever with him. All right, a liar is big business, y'all. A lie is a dangerous daggone thing. To speak something that is not true. That's the left-hand side. And who deals with that the most in this modern day world? The so-called white man, the biblical Edomite. They use lies and deceptions to keep a reign over the world. And like he was saying, you can't play by the rules. If you go and try to fulfill the American dream every single way that you were taught, you're gonna die. You're not gonna make it outside of your 30s. One of the first things that's probably gonna kill you is the food pyramid. If you eat according to the food pyramid, cheese, bread, milk, eggs, rice, all that shit 3 times a day, you're not making it past 39 if you're you eating the standard American diet. Sad, right? Everything that this man has given us in this kingdom is a lie. All right, and now it's through the Holy Spirit that we've been able to come to this understanding. Because towards the end, he starts saying that we're not. We study to show ourselves approved, but we study in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We aren't just out here looking for shit just to be looking for shit. But it just goes to show you, if something as simple as these words, the language that you're speaking is a deceptive language, then what else is deceptive about this man and his empire? And that's the whole thing behind the court system, right? The different legalese terms that the average citizen is not familiar with. All you're doing when you get a lawyer, all you're doing is paying a guy who understands a little couple bit more words than you, so he can go in there and hold a conversation with the judge to potentially sway the judgment in your direction. Why? Because these motherfuckers are snakes. God damn it. But that's the track record of Esau Edom. Psalms what? That's the track record of this devil, y'all. I might have to get some other clips to show you how he gets down. Psalms 55 and 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. This is how Esau Edom gets down. He is a chronic liar, a master manipulator. There was no 2 acres and a mule for none of us. God damn it. Man, you might have got lucky if they gave your goddamn granddaddy a snake. God damn it. That's how this man gets down. Oh yeah, you can be anything you want to be. No, you can't. You got to pay these bills and these taxes. Oh, you can go to college and no, you're not. You about to be $60,000 in debt in 2 years. Oh, you can be a rapper. You're not about to be a rapper. You're gonna get smoked at 22 years old trying to be a rapper. All right, I'm just listing off different examples of this and of avenues that people take, our people, especially in this man's kingdom. It's an entire mirage that he's set up. All right, and dealing right here with these verses in front of us, Esau commonly will make treaties with our people, terms of peace, and what does he do? He breaks them every time. He breaks them every time, which results in many of us dying. All right, now I'll get some examples. Psalms 55 and 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. This is how he operates. He'll pretend to be speaking kindly and sweetly to you, but he's plotting on removing you, on taking your life if need be, on dethroning you. This is how the so-called white man works. That's why he has the fine print, right? The commercial comes on TV and it's a guy speaking 1 million words a minute. said what the side effects are, but he said them so fast you didn't hear them. So now when you take whatever said medicine and your arm falls off, you can't sue him. Right? This is the devil that you're dealing with. All right, let me get another. Let me get a example. Right? What is that? First Maccabees. It says what? 200. Show you a live example. Esau has always taken advantage of our kindness. 200. What was it? 200 souls. Yep. Second Maccabees 12. It looks like I'll start at 1, right? The point is in 4. Just using a live example. It says, when these covenants were made, Lysias went unto the king, and the Jews were about their husbandry. But the governors of several places, Timotheus, Apollonius, the son of Gineas, and Hieronymus, and Demophon, and beside them Nicanor, the governor of Cyprus, would not suffer them to be quiet and live in peace. So the Edomites under the Greek Empire, Antiochus's some of his generals, like Nicanor was one of his generals, Lysias was, right, the Seleucid Empire. They didn't want to let us dwell in peace. We had been warring and fighting. They had made a covenant that we were supposed to be done fighting. And then what they do, verse 3. The men of Joppa also did such an ungodly deed. They prayed the Jews that dwelt among them to go with their wives and children into the boats which they had prepared, and as though they had meant them no hurt, who accepted of it according to the common decree of the city, as being desirous, almost dropped this damn phone, to live in peace and suspecting nothing. So these Edomites, they set up let's say a fake gathering, right? Lured them in, you could imagine they would have had some food, some drink there, got them on them boats, and in the Jake, it says them desiring peace, right? Suspecting nothing. And what do the scriptures tell you? Never trust your enemy. That's you niggas' problem. You keep eyeballs on each other, but when it comes to the real enemy, you're happy-go-lucky, and then you end up dead with some holes in your head. All right, so halfway in verse 4, it says, but when they were gone forth into the deep, so into the water with the boats, they drowned no less than 200 of them. Right. So these Edomites, these Greeks, they had said, come on these boats. Oh, come on these boats. Hey, today's time, hey, what's the yacht, right? You bitches love hopping on yachts. These rich these rich old white men, these nasty wrinkly skin white, you like hopping on their boats? They'll hop on there and kill you. Fuck sexually exploiting you. That's the least of what they wanted to do. They're going to get some good torture about you before they send you on your way. This is how Esau gets down, y'all. Jeffrey Dahmer. He was luring niggas in, which they are faggots. They called their judgment. Luring them in under the guise of a good time. And he would kill and then cannibalize them. That's how these folk operate. They're not honest. Everything about this system is a lie. You didn't get no DEI didn't help you. Welfare didn't help you. Affirmative action didn't help you. The rap game ain't helping you. NFL ain't helping you. Michael Jordan's shoes ain't helping you. God damn it. I'll play this clip with Mr. Umar.
DEI did not benefit black people en masse. It benefited a couple of token blacks. And I'm sorry y'all gonna lose your little token benefits. But DEI did not benefit the masses of African people. Barack Obama is the first president to use the words diversity, equity, and inclusion in his DEI initiative that he signed in August of 2011, mandating that the federal government take steps to diversify, include, and guarantee equity for minorities. But it was all about the rainbow. That law was about immigrants and rainbow gangers. It was not about black people. Yes, you have a few black people who are going to lose some DEI benefits. But we are 42 million And when we add our African immigrant brothers and sisters in, we're about 45, 48. I'm going to round it up because they always suppress our numbers. I'm going to round it up to 50 million Africans in America. Somebody help me understand how Barack Obama's DEI has benefited black people in these past 16 years. Help me understand. Affirmative action is not the same as DEI. Affirmative action was destroyed by George Bush in the opening years of the 21st century. He destroyed it. The Supreme Court destroyed it. Affirmative action has not been a governmental priority since Lyndon Baines Johnson. Affirmative action has been dead. Affirmative action been dead. That's why Barack Obama called it diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? I'll tell you why Barack Obama didn't call it affirmative action. Barack Obama didn't call it affirmative action because he didn't want it associated with black people. He didn't want it associated with black people. You're fighting for something that was not created to help you. Let me say it again for the kunocracy in the back. You're fighting for something that was not created to help you. Let me say it one more time. You're fighting for something that wasn't created to help you. They are distracting you from your main fights. We should be fighting against mass incarceration. We should be fighting against miseducation. We should be fighting against police genocide. We should be fighting against economic apartheid. We should be fighting against homelessness and gentrification. Not Nelly for performing, not Snoop Dogg, not Black History, and not DEI. DEI.
So, he said a lot, but he's detailing how, that whole program was a lie. It wasn't even set up to help you. And this shouldn't be the idea that these people do something and claim that it's good, and it's actually the exact opposite. It's adverse to you. This should not blow your mind anymore when you're dealing with the so-called white man, with the biblical Edomites. This is what they do, nigga. All right? Now, we're not black people. We're the Israelites, all right? 12 tribes, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the bloodline descendant Israelites, right? Whether you like it or not, son of a bitch. This man has systems set in play that are not to your benefit. He will speak smoothly to you. He will pretend to care. He'll pretend to give you benefits, but it's a trap to put you further and further into a pit of isolated suffering. That's how this man gets down. All right. That's why his laws are the way that they are. That's why you live. That's why he has us living where he has us living. That's why he has our people acting the way that they're acting. Right. This man, like old boy said, if the language is inconsistent, what else is inconsistent? Everything that he does is for your detriment, Jake. But y'all the ones out here, still playing with this devil. Let me get another one real quick. Just showing you right now the things that this Jake is going through. If a regular citizen tried to do this to a police officer, they'd be in jail or they'd been shot dead. But these people do it and they get away with it. And hey, that's the scripture though. But let me get some, y'all. Esau, he what's that phrase? Speaks out the corner of his mouth, right? As you have the phrase. He's a notorious liar. I just wanted to get this real quick because this one, it just came to mind. Proverbs 12:22, it says, lying lips are an abomination to Yahweh, but they that deal truly are his delight. Does the so-called white man deal truly with anyone on the earth? No. Has he dealt truly with the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in particular? Fuck no. You do not have a piece of the American pie. You do not have a shot at the American dream. You are a fucking... You might as well be a subspecies in this bitch. You're an underclass captive. You can't say citizen. You're a captive. Let me show you. It says police officer says man who posts a video of police doing donuts is a snitch.
Like it did.
Nor did Hammond Brown think this video.
Y'all look at HPD, man. Look, they out here doing donuts, man.
would set off an internet war between him and the Houston Police Officers Union.
Just leave me alone. I don't want no problems.
When Brown first spoke to ABC 13, he said officers were having reckless fun and doing exactly what they told citizens not to do.
We're human. We like to have a good time just like they do.
The police union proceeded to poke fun at Brown for his cracked windshield on Facebook and called him a snitch.
He took it a little serious, and then things may have went off the rails a little bit.
The attacks got more personal and included reposted videos of Brown ghost riding his own vehicle.
You can't do what he does in public and then turn around and call out others.
It's really messing with me because y'all posting all my business on social media. It's like y'all doing a lot to me, and y'all really getting me scared, like, because I ain't it was going to go viral like it did.
Nor did him and Brown.
So, and there's another clip. I got to find the whole rest of the thing. But they on Facebook calling him, snitches, like the literal police department, y'all. They're literally, doing posts, calling him outside of his name, right? Stalking him, fucking with him. Complete hypocrites. Now here it is, they got caught doing donuts, right? Something that if me and you do, we'll go to jail for. You'll get ripped up out your car, get your face stepped on, bite the curb, American History X style, right? But they do it, and it's all good. But once again, that's this man's system. He lives in lies. That's what gives him his his cover. The time would fail us if we just wouldn't look for clips of police lying on the stand or beating somebody, mishandling information, a judge get caught doing this, one of these companies, it gets revealed that they knew that they had a defective product that was going to fuck people up, but they shipped it out anyway. Oh, the big, the Bayer scandal, Bayer, Bayer aspirin. If y'all remember, they had that tainted supply that had AIDS, and they knew that they had a tainted supply, and they still shipped it out. And if I remember correctly, I want to say around 45,000 people were infected. This is over a decade ago. I know. You older brothers may remember, but he's a pure fucking liar. He's an absolute liar, y'all. He says one thing and he does another. A hypocrite. So taking it back to that clip real quick, all right? So you shouldn't be surprised at the inconsistencies in this man's kingdom, all right? All the things that have been revealed, y'all. He's not for our turn. He's always had it out for you. Yes, the man does want to do away with you. God damn it.
To help you lose that weight. No side effects. You good. Then they started finding out people was having heart attacks. People were dying. Now it's 2025 and everybody's on Ozempic. They just think it's no side effects. Everything's good. We'll figure out in 20 years. All I'm saying is there's inconsistencies in things. You got to start paying attention. Like history. If I'm teaching you history in English and the history didn't happen in English, what do you think could happen to the information I'm relaying to you? Listen, all I'm trying to get to you is stop following the rules. Stop following the rules. Stop following the rules, especially if the rules are inconsistent. Okay?
Yep. And that's how Esau gets you. He tells you to play by this book, and he don't play by a single law in that bitch. He tells you to keep the laws of the United States Penal Code, and he don't keep not a one. Right? Police officers, they'll make turns, no blinker. The underground, motherfuckers who out here kidnapping and molesting and raping these babies and killing them and whatnot. And here it is, you sneeze on somebody, you'll go to jail. This is the devil that we're dealing with, y'all. You can't, it's like opposite day dealing with Esau. If he say go left, you might want to go right. He say come here, you might want to get the fuck on somewhere. That's what he's about. Yep. So that's about it. I just thought it was an interesting clip, right? Hey, you can see spiritual things out of anything, man. If the very words that come out your mouth is full of shit, you know, this whole dude's kingdom is full of shit, goddamn it. So that's it, y'all. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bakakarash. Give honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa Akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.